Hey guys, I want to share with you guys the best method of how to generate leads inside of your real estate business. So if you guys want to know about what are the ways, the strategies, the actual techniques that I'm using to generate hundreds of leads every single week all across the nation, you guys are in the right place. So this is one of the questions that I get asked all the time, right? How do you start generating all these leads, Kyle? You're generating leads all over the place, right? For a couple of bucks each, right? How do you find these people? What is the message? What is the things that you're doing that is making all these people want to learn more about real estate, right? That are buyers and sellers. And I want to share with you guys and break it down a little bit about the structure, the process, what we exactly do, because I think that could help you guys out to grow your business. So if you guys think so, make sure to subscribe and like this video because I'm going to make sure to bring a tremendous amount of content and value to you guys throughout this. So the first process that I want to go about is talking about your customers and your ideal customers. So when it comes to generating leads, where are your customers located at? I think this is a question that a lot of us forget about, quite frankly, right? I forgot about where my customers like to spend time sometimes too. And when we do this, what does it do? It hurts our business, right? So if I am not obsessed over my customers, if I'm not trying to find exactly what they're doing, how I could help them out, right, and go in detail about all of that, I'm not going to be able to reach them. I'm not going to be able to have my message and share it with them. So I need to figure out a way to do that, right? So I need to figure out where my customers are at first, right? So I started to look at it, and the best places that was what was in my budget was Facebook and Instagram, right? These two platforms alone, a ton of my audience was on them, the vast majority, and they spent a ton of time there too, right? Because if you look at how much time people spend on social media, it's insane, right? So I was like, cool, like my customers are here. I found out where they're at, right? Now I'm like, what do I tell them, right? Like I found them, but have you guys ever been at a party maybe and you're like, hey, you see the girl or the guy that you want to go talk to, right? And you go and you're sitting there like, okay, like that dude, she's the one, right? And I don't know what to say, right? I like to use stupid analogies sometimes, but why that's important is because that's how I felt when I was trying to, I found my people on Instagram and Facebook, and I was like, what do I say to them, right? So I started testing out all these messages. A lot of them failed, right? Surprisingly, especially when you're in sales. And you start figuring out what your customers actually truly want. You start talking in their terms, their lingo, and once you start doing that, right, then they start listening to your message a little bit more, right? Then they're like, okay, cool, like I like what you have to say, like let me listen a little bit more, because we got so much noise all over the place, guys. I got to make sure what I'm talking about is actually truly important to them at the right time, at the right place, because there's a lot of times inside of my business where I'm like, dude, I got too many leads coming in where like I need to focus on sales. I need to focus on closing these deals out. I need to focus on this, right? I can't be focused on generating more stuff, right? Because I can't even keep up with what I'm doing now. Right? So you got to get it at the right time, right? We're small business owners. We're trying to figure stuff out as we go, right? No one has this magical crystal ball where you're able to just go like this and just go forward up, right? It's a lot of, right? So let's figure out how to do that a little bit better. So, we started going through this process. I'm like, okay, cool. I have these people, right? I know where they're at. They're on social media. I'm testing out these messages. I'm figuring out what they truly want. I'm trying to figure out their terms and their lingo. Super important that you guys take some time to focus, just really, really good on your customers. And the easiest way to do this is by taking the current customers that you have right now and asking them some key questions, what was it that chose me over some other agents, or what was it why did you choose me against another company, right? And these questions will help you to find out more information about why your customers like you, right? So then you start to figure out, the key messages, the key things, because you'll see a continuation of the same stuff happening again and again. At least I have, right? And I know a lot of other business owners who I've talked to, they're like, yeah, dude, these are the reasons why my customers come to me, right? It's because I do this, this, and this for them. And, they know if I do that, and that for them, that they're going to get the results that they want. So that's what we started going on, that message and that passage. So, that's what we started to do, right? So getting really focused on that. And then the next thing is, how can I get them to take an offer from me, to learn a little bit more about my company, to fill out a form, to do something along those lines. So what we found was with buyers and sellers, they care about them, right? Surprisingly, everyone's favorite topic is them, It's super shocking, right? And I was amazed by that too as well. I was like, wow, that makes perfect sense. I love talking about myself too. I don't know about you guys, but so I started really thinking about that, right? And I was like, okay, cool. So if it's about themselves, right? Because everyone's in it for them, right? They need to make sure it works and it fits their criteria. So then it was like, okay, cool. If I know that if I can put out something like that, that's going to get their attention, I have a chance at least communicating and seeing what I can do. So I made every single offer around my customers. What did they need inside of their business? What did they need at that moment? What was the message that helped them to transcribe them to, go a little bit more, right? And for real estate agents, right, if you are looking for more buyers, they like houses. It's shocking, right? They want to look at more houses. So as being a real estate agent, right, you can go advertise these houses to get people in a specific area to want to learn more about this, right? So that's what we use. So we use houses all the time to attract buyers, right? So, think about it like an open house, right? So I used to, that's how I kind of started doing all of this stuff, was I would put out open house signs for agents, right? And, I started doing all of that. Then I was like, okay, cool. I'm way better behind the camera, way behind the computer and all of that stuff, right? So I was like, let's focus over here, Kyle. So then I started doing that. I was like, people love the properties, right? They know like, hey, that's a good area. They know that they want to live there, right? That hey, that's between their price point, right? These key things that are like gonna call them out. And the biggest mistake that I made when I first did it was I didn't want to exclude someone. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do this because I didn't want to shrink my reach. But when you have that thinking and you have that mindset, it's going to restrict you a ton. So get rid of that thinking and get really focused on who you want to attract, and it's going to make your life a whole lot easier, because then you're only going to have people come in who actually truly want what you have to offer. It's almost too simple to make sense. It's like Warren Buffett's investing method. It's like, oh my gosh, like that's so simple, but like it's also like that's scary how simple it is. So really focus on that. Focus on your offers. Focus about what your customers want. For sellers, right? It's how much is their home worth, right? What is their house worth? How much can they get if they sold it today, right? People want to know these numbers, because it's not like an E-Trade account where I can go pull up my stocks and I can go, cool, I'm worth this today, and I know, right? It's like when you have a house, it's like you really don't know, like the house down the street sold for like 600, the house down that block sold for 550, right? Like we know we're somewhere in there, right? So like you kind of have an idea, but when it comes to, getting these people to take action, focus on them, right? Let's focus more on our customers, because I think it's going to just be better off for everyone too, right? Because then you're actually truly adding value. You're truly coming in a place of helping and caring for these people, right? Because that's your job, right? So if you're an investor, right, what could they get if they sold their house fast, as is, cash offer, no bullshit, this is what we can offer you. Then that process goes through and it's like, okay, cool, like, why do they want to know that information? Well, they're in a situation, right? What's their situation? Foreclosure? Do they have, they're behind on payments? Are they moving to a new job? Is there a death in the family, a probate? What is the problem, right, that you're solving? If I'm a loan officer, what can I offer you, right? Rates are great right now, right? So see what your home would be possibly, see what you can get as a new rate and a monthly payment if you were to refinance your house right now, right? So these are things that you guys got to start thinking about, is like what is important inside of your customers, like inside of their customer journey, right? Everyone has a customer journey, right? From the researching phase to the time that they actually close and they sign the paperwork and you get paid, right? There's that whole phase, and you got to know where each of your customers are at in the phase and make sure you're communicating properly to them, right? So when they're in the research phase, what's in it for them, baby? That's what you're going to want to do, right? Because that's where most people are at, the research phase, right? If they're at the deciding between a loan officer or a real estate agent or a real estate investor, right? Like you got different messages now that you have to talk with them, right? A little bit more personalized, a little bit more like, thought out, really planned. You spent some time on it, right? And then, when they're closed, it's like, hey, like, we have this relationship now, I feel like I can trust you, we can do this and this, right? So you got to know where your customers are at and talk with them appropriately throughout that. So that's how we generate leads, right? And how we generate a ton of leads is knowing about how we talk to our customers throughout that journey, throughout that process. And I think it's important for us to just really realize, hey, this is what's going to help you to grow your business. So, if you guys enjoy this and if you guys want to learn about how to generate more leads, I want to share with you guys this free offer of a webinar that I offer. I said offer like 3 times, but it's a crazy offer. So this webinar, I literally walk through guys step by step on how you guys can effectively generate leads using Facebook and Instagram. It's more tailored towards real estate agents. If you're an investor, you can do it too as well. And if you're a loan officer, you should definitely be learning about how to do it so you can do it for your agents. So, this is the process that we go through. I show you guys literally my screen. I go through step by step, literally my computer screen's right over there. We go step by step and I show you guys everything inside of the ads of what I actually say, what I actually use it as a picture, what I actually use to collect information, the systems that I use, and then how you guys can do this and completely bootstrap it yourself within a couple of days. The training is super short. You don't have to go through it. It's not like a 4-day thing or anything. You guys can go through this free training. You guys can learn about how to do it and actively do it with me, right? You can pause the recording, go play it back another time. And then once you're doing this, you're going to allow yourself to set yourself up to start generating some leads inside of your business. So as soon as you guys, watch it, either watch it and then watch it again and then, do it all, write it out and go walk step by step with me, or just do it step by step with me while we go through it and pause the video. It doesn't matter. I've had an amazing amount of results. We've had people all over getting, hundreds and hundreds of leads for dollars, right? For literally just a couple bucks a lead, which I think is super insane, guys. And I want to share with you guys this amazing offer. So if you guys are interested, make sure you guys check out the link below. It's completely free. All you guys got to do is just sign up for it. Super simple. And you guys are going to get access to that training. So I appreciate you guys for taking a watch and watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to that channel too as well. If you guys got any value out of this, and drop any comments and questions below, guys. I want to hear what your guys' thoughts on about how we generate leads, the process, the strategies that we use, and then the tactics inside of generating real estate leads. So I really appreciate you guys for taking some time out of your day. Make sure to share this with one other person too if you guys got any value out of it. This is free for us to do, right? I put on this content because I want to help you guys out. I want to grow your businesses. I'm truly passionate about that. So make sure you guys subscribe, share with another person, and smash that like button and sign up for the webinar, right? If you guys haven't yet taken my webinar, we've had literally, I think like 750 people go through it so far. It's insane. I absolutely love it when I hear these results stories. So make sure if you sign up for it that you reach out to me and share with me your results. I'm going to follow up with you, by the way, too. So expect that. So hopefully you guys all have a good rest of your day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.